Okay. The examiner was contacted to clarify that the university had been asking her to provide feedback about how Kingston compared to similar programs right across the sector rather than solely to those offered at her own institution. The examiner confirmed that her initial interpretation had been based on experience derived largely from her own institution, not the wider national sector. Now, do you think this is possible, and do you think she said this?
Nah, she never said that, no. Because these examiners, they know what they're talking about. They's experts.
Ah, she was an expert. Very good. She advised that she had reconsidered her response in light of the clarification provided by the university and accordingly had amended her answer from no to yes. That is from 9 to yeah. 9 to yeah. So first she says no. Kingston University music program is not at the standards. Then all of a suddenly she says ja. Ist das unglaublich?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. At no time did the examiner express any concern that she was being pressured into altering her report. I seem to recall that she said she was pressured.
Yeah, that's right. I remember the BBC saying something like that, yeah.
And that there would be consequences. Did you remember something about consequences?
Yes, that she was in no uncertain terms that she was supposed to say that, change her answer.
The report includes comments commending the School of Music for procedures as well as highlighting some areas where the examiner felt further improvements could be made. And then she goes on to say, I'm happy to fax you a full copy of the report so you can read it in its entirety if you wish. Now, do you think this would be the first report or the second report? Which report? The first one, the revised one? What do you think she was going to fax?
Probably the second one, yeah.
There are so many reports when you're trying to fix things and make things say what you want them to say instead of really saying what actually happened. But anyway, that's for perhaps our next program. All right, any suggestion that the external examiner was subsequently replaced as a result of the report issued is entirely inaccurate. The examiner reached the end of her 4-year appointment in December 2004. When the external examiner's term at the university was drawing to an end, an internal discussion took place as to who the university could approach to fill this vacancy. Each university is responsible for appointing its own examiners. Does this seem right to you?
Yes, that's what happened there.
Okay. The university had to demonstrate its choice of examiner that his or her subject experience related to the range of modules provided at Kingston and that the individual concerned had a good understanding of its teaching environment. It was also important that the experience of the two external examiners appointed to assess the program complemented each other. Okay. Then you also asked if we were able to confirm the authenticity of an email allegedly sent by lecturer Mike Selby. Dr. Selby has advised that he has no memory of sending this email. Nor did he have any contact with the external examiner asking her to change her report. He has no memory of this email. It seems to me to think that perhaps the university showed an email to Mike Selby and said, do you remember this email?
Yes, it would seem that would have been the sensible thing to do.
Because they did not say that he had no memory of writing an email. They said this email. So right now, I think we will skip to this email and then we will continue back with this letter that she wrote to the newspaper. Okay. Michael Serby's email is as such. From Michael Serby, 14 July 2004, BS Tutors, he sent to everybody. Dear colleagues, I feel that the external examiner's name, the report is both unfair and very damaging. Especially the part which is to be published publicly. Can we ask her to amend so that it is less damning? Damning. That would be very, very bad, wouldn't it?
Yes, in such language too.
Damning. It could really hurt our recruitment badly and probably mean the quality of students coming would sink further. I think her comments, this is the external examiners, are out of step with other externals we have had, probably because of her background. Now, what was her background? What did he mean by background?
Well, I think it's because she was teaching in an older university at York.
We must avoid externals with these attitudes in the future. We cannot afford this type of bad publicity. Any other comments? Mike. Now, if you wrote an email such as this and somebody showed you this email and said, did you write this email? Would you remember having written this email?
Well, of course I remember it. How can you forget an email like this?
Exactly. This is what I think. I think that you cannot write an email like this, be presented with an email like this, and say, I have no memory of writing this email. This is very, very difficult to believe. But anyway.
Who did he send that email to? Who did he send that to?
To all the BMUS tutors.
And there must have been a bunch of other people in that school of music there who got that email there.
I know, it's very strange that they didn't ask all of them, but maybe they did not want to know the answer to this question. But Artressa asks questions, and then you make up your mind about what you think. So, Dr. Surrey has advised that he has no memory of sending this email, nor did he have any contact with the external examiner asking her to change her report. I thought it was also important to let you know that there were at least two instances last week where emails purporting to be sent from staff at the School of Music were in fact sent by someone impersonating them. Now, do you think that this would be possible?
I don't know.
Well, when somebody sends an email from the School of Music, wouldn't it come from a specific email account from KU?
Yes.
So how can someone send an email and say, I think this is an email that is impersonating? Can someone impersonate someone with such an email account?
No.
I don't think so. This is unglaublich.